Hello traders, welcome to this session. It's on Monday, September 16th, 2024 at exactly noon. Welcome to this session, and I promise you will be driving value for your time and actually improve in your trading. That is, I'm going to show you simple practical steps on how to improve in your technical analysis, improve in your trade execution, and actually becoming more patient in the market when you have taken a trade and let it run. That is, if we can move straight to our charts, that is where we do our analysis and make money of it. If I can delete all my previous analysis so that I can show you how I did it. That is USD card. Let's start on USD card. That's what I'm expecting currently on USD card, but let me show you how I actually did it. So I'm using actually top-down analysis. It's a strategy. It's a good strategy that usually makes traders emboss in more money. High included, that is top-down analysis, dictating that we start from the highest time frame possible. That is the monthly time frame, and in this time frame we are not here to execute and trade. We are just here to understand the overall direction as far as the highest time frame is concerned. So taking the rectangular tool and we analyze the latest data in the market, that is by highlighting the last 3 to 4 months. There are 3 to 4 months, and then we just see where price is currently. How do we do that? We take a line tool and then we put it where price is currently, and we can notice that price is almost at the top, at the bottom of the box. What does that tell us, guys? It tells us that we are looking much more of selling opportunities. If price was at, let's say, at this point or upward in the box or these points, then we will be looking much more of buying opportunities. If price was, let's say, the middle of the box or in all those points where my line is, then we could just be avoiding that asset. Why? Because price could be consolidating in the market, and we are not looking for a trade that will be holding for days and it will be not making any profit. So with that fully understood, that we are looking for selling opportunities, we move forward to the weekly time frame and understand where, or look for where we can look for those selling opportunities. What do we do with our tools? We only delete them. And move to the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, guys, we are here to just draw our major zones where we expect price to react of it and give us selling opportunities. So where are those major zones? Major zones are where price has reacted from or to in the past. Major zones are where price has reacted to or from in the past. So where do you think we can notice, or where can we see a major zone in the market on the USD Canadian dollar? This is a major zone. This is a major zone right there. That is a major zone, and price actually is reacting of it. Price is already reacting of that major zone in the market. If we can draw it way back, you can see it much more clear, guys. That is a major zone where we can expect the USD Canadian dollar to react from it and give us a selling opportunity, guys. So with that fully said, we can move to the day time frame to do what in the day time frame, to do what we call defining in the lower time frame. So we define this major zone in the lower time frame. We refine this zone in the lower time frame, guys. Do you see how simple and clean it is? We can actually allowing us to analyze using our phones from wherever we are. So guys, we can expect to take selling opportunities from that zone. Where do you think we can take the next selling opportunities from? Because that selling opportunity has already happened in the last, let's say 1 2 3 4 days. Price already tapped. Do you see how price reacted of that zone? Do you see how price reacted of this zone when it tapped onto it and then gave us a selling opportunity in the last 4 days, guys? I can see that. I hope you can see that too. So if you have missed that trade, if we have missed or you have missed that trade, where do you think we can actually look for the next selling opportunity? We move to the 4-hour time frame and look for where do you think we can take the next selling opportunity. This zone, guy, this zone right here. Do you see this zone? Is a major zone in the market. So if price taps into that zone, then we can consider taking selling opportunities on USD card. Why am I saying that zone? Do you see how price has been reacting of that zone in the last actually 3 days? How did we define major zones? We defined major zones as actually where price has been reacting to or from in the past. So you can understand why I drew that zone apart from this zone right there. So guys, what can make us take a selling opportunity from that zone? We are in the new London session currently. We are in the London session currently. We only take trades when we are in either the London session or the New York session. Why is that? Because it's when the big boys are in the market. It's when the big boys are in the play. So what is another conference that can make us to take a selling opportunity from those zones? Is the major candlestick patterns. That is the pin bar candle or the engulfer candle in the 30-minute time frame. If we can have a pin bar candle or an engulfer candle in those zones, then we can consider taking selling opportunity from those zones in the 30-minute time frame. That is, if we can have this kind of pin bar You see this kind of bin bar in the zone or in the zone, then we can consider taking selling opportunities to the rated downside, or selling opportunity from that box or that zone to the downside, guys. Another example of a bin bar is this kind of candle. If we can have this kind of candle, then we can consider taking selling opportunities. If we can have another kind of bin bar is this candle right here. Do you see this candle in this zone or in this zone? Then we can consider taking selling opportunities, guys. If we can have engulf candle, let's have this candle, or 1 2 1 2. This candle is engulfing the body of this candle. So if we can have those types of candle in the zone or in the zone, then we can consider taking selling opportunities from those zones. Why? Because the big boys are in the play. The big boys are in the play, guys, and they manifest themselves by having a bin bar or an engulf candle in those zones. That takes me to another point, that is, let's go back to the 4-hour time frame. Where do you think we can have our first TP, our first take profit? Our first take profit will be at this zone. Next take profit will be at this zone, and our last take profit, let's go to the day time frame, and we can have it all the way back, all the way down here. Let's go to the monthly time frame, and it might be clear. This zone right here, that is take profit number 3. Where do you think we can have our stop loss? We can have, if we have a bin bar in this zone, then we can have our stop loss above the zone, or above the pin bar we have used for entry. If we can have an engulfer or a pin bar in this candle, in this zone, then we can consider taking that trade and have our stop loss above this zone or above the bin bar we have used for entry. What can we do in the meantime on USD card? We sit on our hands and wait for our trade to happen, for our opportunity to happen, so that we can open positions. What positions, guys? Selling positions. With that fully said, we can go to another pair, because I can see we are 13 minutes into analyzing this pair. Let's go analyze something else. That's gold. Gold has been doing something very nice, actually. Let's do our analysis, that is technical analysis, because that is where we make our money from. That is how we start from monthly time frame. Take our rectangular tone, highlight the last 3 to 4 months, and then from the last 3 to 4 months we can analyze where price is currently. That is by taking a line tool. After taking our line tool, we put it at the last place we have seen price currently. That is at the top of the box, and we can see that price has actually been buying. Why are we saying that price has been buying? Price is at the top of a rectangular box. With that fully understood, guys, we know that we are looking much more of buying opportunities on G-Spot, so we can delete all that. Before we delete all that, what if price was the center of the box? We could have deduced that price has been consolidating. And what do we do when price is consolidating? We just avoid the market and I just move to the next pair. What do we do when price is at the bottom of the box? We know that price is trending, and then we just look for selling opportunities, because the latest data is telling us to actually sell. But from our analysis, we can see that price is at the top of the box, so we look for much more of selling of buying opportunities. So if we can delete all that, guys, and move to the weekly time frame. So guys, let me delete the box from the monthly time frame. We can highlight the last 3 to 4 months. We can highlight the last 3 to 4 months. The last 3 to 4 weeks, and actually get a better insight on what price has been doing currently on G-Spot. G-Spot has been buying on the weekly time frame, so we are looking still much more of buying opportunities. If we can delete that, guys, we move to the daily time frame to identify where we can look for the next buying opportunities. Where do we look for next buying opportunities? We look at them from the major market structure levels, that is the major zones. How do we draw major zones? Is where price has been reacting from or has been reacting to in the past. So we draw where price has been reacting to or from in the past. You see that zone on the daily time frame? Yeah, that is one zone. Another zone, guys, is the zone. So guys, the zone that was a major zone where price has been reacting from in the past. Another zone was right here, right there, guys, where we would have taken our buying opportunities. If we can move to the weekly time frame, we can see that much more clearly. But let's consider the latest data in the market, the latest major levels in the market, that level and that level. If we can move to the 4 hour time frame, we can define that, guys. If we can move to the 4 hour time frame, we can define those zones just like that. I can actually define this zone. Do you see where price is being pointed? Actually, this zone, that is what we call refinement in the lower time frame. Refinement in a lower time frame. If price taps into those zones in the major market time frame, in the major market sessions, then we can actually consider taking buying opportunities from those zones. I can actually notice another zone right here, right up here. Sorry guys, let me put my box there. Is for no hala, but we are fine. If we can have price tap into those zones in the major market sessions, that is the London session or the New York session, then we can consider actually taking buying opportunities from those zones. What if somebody can ask me, what if we have price tapping into that zones in the Asian session? Then we don't guys take buying opportunities. We don't buy in the wrong session, that is the Asian session. We only buy or take positions in the London or in the New York session. With that fully said, what is another conference? What is another conference that is making us actually believe in our analysis? We can have these guys. Do you see how price just reacted from that zone? Tremendously pulled upwards or pushed upwards. What do we know for certain guys? We know for certain that price can just be leaping up. Price will reach a point, come down, and then before pushing to the upside again. Price can just be ripping off to the upside, can't just be pushing up to the upside. We are actually looking for buying opportunities, but price can't be just be ripping into the upside. Price will go up, come down before going up again. That is another conference. Another conference is that if we can have price tap into those zones in the major market sessions, that is the London or the New York sessions, we can consider taking buying opportunities from those zones. If also we can have price give us a bin bar candle or an engulfer candle in those zones, then we can consider taking buying opportunities. Guys, what is a bin bar candle? A bin bar candle is a candle like this. This is an ideal bin bar candle. Sorry guys, this is an ideal bin bar candle. Do you see this candle? This is an ideal bin bar candle. This is another ideal bin bar candle. This is another ideal bin bar candle. If we can have those kinds of bars or candles in this zone or this zone or this zone, then we can consider guys taking buying opportunities from those zones. Where will be our stop loss be? Below those candles or below these zones? Do you see these zones? Below this zone we can have our stop loss. Below this zone we can have our stop loss. If we can have also an engulfer candle, let's move to our 15 time frame candles so that we can spot what do we call engulfer candle. We can have engulfer candles also in the 30-minute time frame, but let me show you an example of a pin bar candle. Do you see this candle and this candle? This candle is engulfing the body of this candle. So if we can have those kinds of bars in this zone or the other zones, then we can consider taking buying opportunities from those zones. Where would be our stop loss be? Below those candles or below those zones. With that being said, or fully understood guys, where will be our take profit? Where will be our take profit? Assuming that we have a buying opportunity from this zone, assuming that we have a buying opportunity from this zone, then we can have our take profit, our first take profit in this zone and the next take profit in this zone, and we can hold the rest to the upside. Why is that, guys? Because we know for a fact that price moves from one major zone to another major zone, from one major zone to another major zone. That is altered. Let me move to the 4-hour time frame and readjust it, guys. Sorry guys for that. It's what we call the disadvantages of analyzing from a phone, but it's totally fine. So where do you think we can have the take profit for the next if price gives us a buying opportunity from this zone? Then we can have a fast TP, fast TP in this zone, and we can hold the rest of the positions, guys. If we can have the buying opportunities happen from this zone, then we can buy from that and have stop loss below this zone, and then take profit from where price will reverse from. If we can have a tap in this zone from, let's say, up here, then we can have our first TP in that zone. Very simple and clean, guys. So this is what we expect. Let me draw that. Okay, sorry guys, this is what we are expecting. Actually, that is what we are expecting currently on G-Spot. What do we do currently on G-Spot? We just sit back on our hands and just wait for our hands. We just sit back on our hands and wait for our hands. With that fully understood, we can end our session. That is 27 minutes into this session, and I'm actually grateful that you should have for this session, and see you in the next session. In case you have any question or you have a concern, or you want an one-on-one mentorship, then you can inbox me via my number that I will be leaving on my comment section. Thank you guys, and see you in the next sessions.